What up, y'all? It's Cream Crazy K here. Gonna hit you up with my London Monday Night Raw prediction, man. Where we are in a treat tonight live on Netflix. We got Rhea Ripley in the house. We got Becky Lynch in the house. We got Penta in the house. Rey Mysterio in the house. Talk about Lucha with Rey Mysterio and Penta being the greatest Lucha of all time. With Becky Lynch being the greatest women's wrestler of all time. We got Rhea Ripley. Mommy's always on top. My personal favorite female wrestler on the roster. It is a full house for Monday Night Raw with a special early start date live in London. And these are my Raw prediction. I predict that Javon Evans will knock out another. He knocked out one of them to Grandes last week. So how about Javon Evans just trying to get bouncy, high fly, knock out another Lucha Grande, making it 2 down. One more to go for Javon Evans, the newest addition to Monday Night Raw. I'm ready to high fly with him. I'm ready to see Rey Mysterio and Penta, the greatest luchas of all time, team up with Dragon Lee tonight, pick up their 6-man back victory over Austin Theory, Bryson Reed, and Logan Paul tonight. And as far as Braun Baker, he is suspended according to Adam Pearce, but Paul Heyman had a point. If Braun Baker's going to be suspended for what happened last week, Adam Pearce should pay some kind of fine too, because he was self-defending himself. Both of them got heated. Both of them got out of control. Both tensions was going on. If you're going to suspend Braun Baker over what happened last week, Adam Pearce should have to pay a fine for putting his hands on Braun Baker as well. You suspend Braun Baker from the Raw roster because he put his hands on the manager. You should respect him as a boss and as a manager, but you should also respect him as a human being and as an employer as well. You should have to pay a fine. You shouldn't put your hands on him either. It just goes back to like Adam Pearce and Bobby Lashley when they got their hands on each other and then he tried to suspend him and Bobby was self-defending. That's what happened with Adam Pearce tonight or last week and Braun Baker. Pay a fine, do your suspension, move on. Respect him as a boss, respect him as an employee. I don't think it has to be a bigger situation than it already is. Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee pick up their 6-man victory in the meantime against Dragon Lee, Braun Baker, and Dragon Lee, Bryson Reed, and Austin Theory. Logan Paul, Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee tonight in a 6-man match. Finish what was started against Austin Theory, Bryson Reed, and Logan Paul tonight. Meanwhile, Braun Baker and Pierce. As far as those two gentlemen maybe they can come to a conclusion, as Adam Pearce is the manager, he is the boss, he is deserved to be respected as such, but also Braun Baker as a human being, you should respect him in general as an employee as well, and shouldn't let your emotions get the best of you, nor should he. So I think that with the suspension of Braun Baker and a fine from Adam Pearce should be done, and Braun Baker can come with a little bit more respect to the boss, as he is the boss, but also Adam Pearce can see him as a human being, and Braun Baker maybe come to a conclusion and just be a civilized boss and a civilized wrestler on the roster. Meanwhile, Penta, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee, Scott Bryson Reed, Austin Theory, Logan Paul. Of course, I'm going for the Luchas, Rey Mysterio, and Penta, the greatest Luchas on earth in a 6-man match. And of course, also tonight, Mommy's in the house. Mommy's always on type. Team Rio, welcome to Monday Night Rio, our tag team women's champion, to confront Liv Morgan and Roxanne as our next tag team women's championships opportunity on the line at Saturday main event, which is a full house there as well. I'm ready to get bouncy with Javon Evans to take out one other lucha tonight. Americanos, what I should say. Not real luchas, but the Americanos, and take out the 3rd edition next week overall. And of course, the greatest women's of all time wrestler that I think, and that I've been saying for over 20 years, and it says official, she has done it all. The man, Becky Lynch, to remain an Intercontinental Women's Champion, making it relevant and as such on Monday Night Raw against Maxine Sabrine tonight. And I think that also Gunther opened up Monday Night Raw. Nobody cares what he has to say. Nobody wants to hear his disrespectfulness. He didn't say nothing when he lost to Jey Uso, so don't say nothing. You got it lucky whenever John Cena. I think that the only man that can protect John Cena's name against Gunther to shut him up is the one that ended up with no John Cena the best over 20 years, and that is Randy Orton. Ready for that RKO, the spike on Raw against Gunther to shut his mouth up about him, and maybe we'll have a Randy Orton Gunther match at WrestleMania, as it's right around the corner. We got Royal Rumble at the end of this month. We got Elimination Chamber in Chicago next month. We got Saturday main event We got London Monday Night Raw. Next thing we know, we're going to be in Las Vegas with WrestleMania. And yes, I will be at the last Monday Night Raw in Sacramento, California, right before Las Vegas WrestleMania. And the London Raw predictions now, as well as the Elimination Chamber Chicago and Saudi Arabia with the Royal Rumble. But I will be at the Sacramento, which is the last Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania. So then we're halfway through the year by then. All else then look forward to is SummerSlam and the end of the year. So with that being said, that's what I think is going to happen tonight. And of course, Mommy and Io, I think that they got it in the bag to confront, of course, Rhea and Liv's history, let alone Roxanne, the newest addition, with her jumping in with Io Sky. We'll see how that plays out. Team Rio is always on top. Welcome to Monday Night Rio. And also, certainly last but not least, our main event tonight, I think our world champion CM Punk will remain in and out our world champion as the best in the world to do it tonight against Finn Balor. But it will be a hell of a main event, and it will be a tough match. And Finn Balor will prove why he deserves to be here in the WWE and why he still is a man on the Raw roster as the individual superstar. Can do it too, just like the rest of the judges. You got Dominic, who's injured right now. You got JD, who's always taking hits for the team in the tag team. You got Dominic Mysterio's injured right now. You got Liv Morgan and Roxanne going after the tag team titles. Now you got Finn Balor going after the world championship for the Judgment Day, proving why the Judgment Day still runs Monday Night Raw, while they're still on top. Finn Balor going to prove why he's still on top as an individual, and CM Punk's going to remain as world champion. That's my Raw prediction. Be sure to watch, like, follow, subscribe, and Instagram, YouTube. Add me on Snapchat. Green Kiss Gal. Peace.